Year 2019 was. Of course, this will always be one of the most amazing and sweetest years for me because I married Brandon, my high school sweetheart, and obviously that's such a big life thing and has changed my life for the better. So I'm so thankful for 2019, but happy 2020 everybody. I cannot believe it's here. It's a new decade, a fresh start, and today I'm really excited to share with you some of my goals and resolutions for 2020. And then once I kind of share some different ideas and some things that are on my heart for 2020, we are going to kind of walk through how I document my goals and how I plan to make them come true and kind of how I put them into action. So I'm really excited. It's gonna be just a fun little chat with you guys, and then we're gonna hopefully plan some New Year resolutions and goals together. So if you wanna do this alongside me, you can grab a notebook or you can take notes on your phone, but if you're watching YouTube on your phone, I don't know, you can figure it out. But I just wanted to show you kind of what I'm working with today and what I usually kind of have equipped with me when I'm planning my goals for the new year. And I have my phone because yesterday, actually, I was at the beach with my dad and Brandon. We were visiting him in Sarasota, and I was feeling very inspired, just sitting on the beach, hearing the waves crash, and I started just like, I was trying to read my book that I had from the library, but I couldn't focus. My heads were just in the clouds, and I was just thinking of all the things that I'm looking forward to in the new year and all the things that I kind of want to tweak in my life, or, you know, challenges and goals I have. So I started a big old list on my phone. It's a lot of little things, so I'm gonna go through them quickly, and then basically, some of these are super small little goals, and then some are really big. So after I go through them, I'll show you kind of how I sort them, and I'm gonna prioritize the goals. So kind of all the big ones I'll have in a section, and then all of the like little daily things I wanna change will be in a different section. So that's kind of how I'm gonna organize them. But I have my phone, and then I have a note, just my little notepad, and then I have some stickers for my calendar, and then I have this calendar that I purchased from the dollar section at Target. So it was literally $1, and I'm gonna put this at my desk, and this is what I'm actually gonna use for my YouTube videos. So just kind of to plan that, and then I'll probably put like any trips on here too, so because that's also helpful for my work and YouTube schedule to kind of have like a month overview at my desk, and I can just easily glance over at that. And then I have my notebook, and I just wrote down some things on here. And also, when I go into organizing my goals, I organize them in 3 different sections. So we have life goals, work goals, and personal goals. So when I say life goals, that means, for example, buying a house. That would be a life goal, or graduating college, something like that. And then work would be, you know, your work career goals, naturally. And then personal would be kind of like my faith, or like growing my faith, or growing friendships, or, you know, becoming more positive. Those personal things, that's kind of like internal, and just you are in control of them. So that's kind of how I sort it all out. And then I also wrote down this verse. It's a very popular Bible verse, but it's Jeremiah 29:11, and it is so pertinent to this video and this new year. So I wanted to share it in case you haven't heard it, and it is, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So I really pray that we can all just feel expectant and hopeful for this new year. And of course it's gonna have its own challenges and it's gonna have hardships like every year does, but it'll be so full of beautiful and happy moments. So I hope we can pursue those moments and focus on those moments and create those moments for each other and our loved ones and just make it the best year yet. So without further ado, let me just hop in and I'm gonna share some of my goals. So these are in no particular order. We're gonna do that later in the video. So this is just me brainstorming yesterday when my heads were in the clouds. So we have get better at cooking for a big party. So what I mean by this is I love to cook. You guys probably know that if you've been watching my channel, but I want to get better at cooking for more than like 2 or 4 people because I feel very comfortable cooking for like me and Brandon, but when I cook for like multiple friends or couples or family and it's like 6 people or more, it's very overwhelming to me and I feel like my food doesn't taste as good. You know, it's kind of like catering, you know, you have to be really skilled to be a great caterer because you're cooking for the masses. So I want to get better at cooking for big parties because I love hosting and I just want to feel more confident in that. And then I also want to film more cooking content, which I'm so excited about, and it's going to be called Allison's Eats, and I'll share more about that in the upcoming year. But basically I plan to post a cook with me video every other week at least, and it's going to be like a little segment called Allison's Eats, and I'll share healthy, fun, and easy recipes with you guys to hopefully provide some yummy meal inspiration. So we have that, and then another big one is getting baptized. So I actually, like, this wasn't really on my radar at all. I never got baptized I think I got baptized when I was like a baby, but I never got baptized after I was actually like a Christian and I got saved and I gave myself to the Lord, but I never really thought it was a big deal to get baptized. But upon researching it and just thinking about it and praying about it more, I definitely do want to get baptized. So I'll actually be doing that this month, which I'm really excited about, and Brandon has really encouraged me in that too, so that's super exciting. Oh, another thing kind of faith-based is to pray before each video and like before I film each video, and I've done this in the past like a few times but I haven't been consistent, but I just want to like be intentional and make sure that every video that I'm creating and putting out into the world is positive and God-honoring and just leaves people feeling inspired and, you know, all the good things. So I just want to make sure I'm intentional, and for me, praying will help me be more intentional with my content and just make sure it's the best and most beneficial stuff for you all. Okay, next one, do yoga more consistently. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I love yoga. I love doing yoga with Adrienne, who's a YouTuber, and she has tons of amazing lessons for free on YouTube. So I want to start doing her lessons more consistently. I do them in my living room, like it's the most ideal workout situation. But yeah, I want to start doing those. I haven't set a number of days, but I probably should, but probably 4 times a week at least. So we have to kind of define that more when we write it down. Okay, and then this is the big one, buy a house and customize it to make it a home. So again, if you guys know me, you've been watching my videos, you know I'm so excited and so looking forward to the day that Brandon, my husband, and I purchase our first home. And I'm such a homebody, and I'm a home decor junkie. Like, I love home stuff. HGTV is my favorite network channel. I am just obsessed. So the thought of purchasing a home in 2020 gets me so giddy and so excited. So that's a big goal for us. And then, let's see, read more books before bed. So I've been going to the library, Brandon and I, and we've been checking out books, which is so fun. Definitely, if that's a really good resolution, inspo. If you don't have a library card already, to go get yourself a library card. It's free. Well, you pay taxes for the library, so you might as well take advantage of it. And then you can check out books all the time. And our county actually delivers library books for free. So you can go on their website, deliver the books you want, and they will, order the books you want and they will deliver it to your front door. Like, that's incredible. But basically, I just want to start reading more, especially before bed, because oftentimes I'll be on my phone or I'll be editing videos until like 5 minutes before we go to sleep. But I'd rather like kind of not be on a screen and just be reading a book in bed before we call it a night. So that's a goal. Have game nights once a week. So Brandon and I, we love board games and games in general. So we've been doing this ever since we got married, like a couple months after we got married. We've been pretty good about having a game night at least once a week, and that's been really a great idea to make like other couple friends and kind of build those relationships. So we want to continue doing that, but like once a week. Hard. Once a week, not every other week or anything like that. Every single week, because it makes us so happy and it's such a great way to bond with friends. Oh, and then another thing is to have a girls trip, because this past year I had like a bachelorette party before we got married, but this past year like it's been all about Brandon and I, which I love because I'm in love with him, obviously, but I think it's also important to you know, have that girl time and have girls trips. So now that we'll be married for a year next month, I think I want to start planning like a little girls getaway for my girlfriends and I, because it's really important to me. Next one, print more photos. So I just want to have like more, not scrapbooks, but like actual tangible photographs, because I take so many photos, and thank goodness we've been so blessed to go on so many beautiful trips this year. And so I want to print out those photos and have actual books for us to enjoy and flip through, you know, and our family can look through them and our future kids. I think it's really, really special to have those tangible photos. So that's another thing I want to get better at this year. Oh, another thing I want to do is to make a new product for my merch brand, Magic Jewels here. I have a really fun product idea and I really want to make it for you guys, but making product is like not the easiest thing. So I need to do research and reach out to other people, but that's definitely a dream I have on my heart this year. It's definitely something so useful, the merch idea. I want to use it myself, so fingers crossed we can make that happen. I know we can, but it's just a matter of prioritizing and making the time for it. So we're gonna get it done 2020. And then another thing that I'm praying for, it's kind of like a YouTube thing, but I think it'd be really cool to go on brand trips, because I love traveling so much. So you know, those cool brand trips that YouTubers go on and stuff, that'd be really neat if I got to go on one myself. That's kind of always been a dream of mine, because again, I'm such a travel bug and I love traveling, so it'd be really neat to get that opportunity. Okay, the next one, invest in current friendships and become more intentional and more comfortable with friends, because we have so many beautiful people in our life right now, and I love the people. I love all of our friends. I want to invest in the current friends we have so that we can kind of grow closer to them and kind of like build a community that's more tight-knit, if that makes sense. So that's kind of something I want to work on. And then only a couple more. There's so many. Oh my gosh. You guys are like, girl, you're crazy. But lots of them are small, and like, you know, I am such a goal-oriented person, so this is like my cup of tea. Learn more about coffee and cooking, because those are definitely two of my passions. I love making coffee, I love drinking coffee, and I love cooking, and I love eating. So I just want to learn more about the art of both of those things and get better at them and share that with you all. Last one, I want to be more consistent and make a habit of answering my messages and DMs and comments like in a certain amount of time, like in the morning and at night, because right now I kind of just do it whenever, but sometimes I'll like read them and then I won't ever answer them or something like that. So I just want to be more organized and intentional. I made up that word. Intentional is the word of 2020 for me. I just want to be more intentional, because I really want to do that. I love answering messages and talking to you guys. You guys are my friends. Like, I really do believe that, but you know, sometimes it can get a little overwhelming, or things can get lost if I'm just like looking at something real quick and then exiting out, and then I can't find it again. So I want to just be more organized with that and allocate that exact time so that I'll make sure that nothing falls through the cracks. So those are my goals and intentions. I hope they provide a little bit of inspiration for you if you're looking for some goals and intentions yourself. So now that I have them all on my phone, I'll probably keep them on my phone just because I like to have them in multiple places. But I also want to write them down in my notebook and kind of prioritize them. So I'm still kind of thinking through how I want to do it, but I think I'm going to prioritize it by life, work, personal, so my 3 categories. And then within those 3 categories, I'm gonna prioritize it by the biggest ones to the smallest ones, so that I can kind of see the biggest ones first, and then the smallest ones, like, they'll be there too, but obviously the biggest ones, like, gotta be at the top. So that's the plan. And then after that, I'm going to actually type it up on my computer. So I have my computer here also, and I love using Google Docs. That's what I use because I have the app on my phone and I can put it in my Google Drive, and it's just in the cloud, and it's just a good place for it to be, I feel like. So I'm gonna put it in there, and that way I'll have it like wherever I go, and it'll be on the cloud, so hopefully it'll stay safe. And then I wanna start planning my videos for January because I don't have any planned except for the one I'm filming now. So gotta get planning, and then I can like bleed into the other months as well. And if you guys want to follow along with me, I wrote down these 4 steps. So the first step was reflect, and that was kind of just looking at last year. So that was my video clips at the beginning of this video. And then the second one was brainstorming. So that's what I did at the beach yesterday, just thinking of all the things I want to accomplish and focus on. And then third is organize, and then fourth is prioritize and plan. So let's start organizing and writing down everything in our nice little list. What it looks like. So I have my 3 categories, and then I made bullet point list, and I just organized it from like my first priority to my bottom priority, even though they all are important to me, just so that I kind of see the most important ones first. And that's what it looks like. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and you found it helpful and you feel inspired and refreshed and ready for 2020. I know it'll be a beautiful year for all of us, and I'm so thankful to experience it alongside you all. Thank you again for everything and all your love in 2019, and the best is yet to come. I'll see you soon. Bye!